What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Virzi Effect Podcast Show. My name is Paul Virzi. You guys listening to episode 550, and I'm so happy to have this dude here. Normally, when I do a podcast with a guest, I like know what I'm gonna say. I'm like, this, you know, I look stuff up. With this guy, I know what this guy is. I know what this guy does. He's one of my favorites. You know him, you love him. Jim Florentine, thank you for being here.
Thank you. I feel like I'm on Larry King, because remember Larry King was like so close to the guest, like right across from him.
Yeah, was I? You know what? I didn't watch it a lot.
No,
was
yeah.
It?
Oh, yeah. I'm like, this.
Actually, that was weird because Larry King, when he got into it with somebody, they were like right there.
Oh yeah, he'd be like leaning over.
And like, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You know, we were just at the stand recently, and I was telling you, dude, you are such a funny stand-up, such a funny prankster. But I think I've said this. I've gone on saying the GOAT of fucking with people, keeping a straight face. Your prank show, Meet the Creeps, which you put out there, and all those things are so funny. We get high and drunk, watch them, and laugh our ass off. What I wanted to ask, and by the way, everybody knows Crank Yankers, Special Ed, which you did. When did that? Was it like early 2000s?
2002 to 2007, but then it came back like 3 years ago. It's been on the air. We did 3 more seasons in the last 3 years.
Recently, yeah.
But they won't let Special Ed on anymore. I do the other character, Bobby Fletcher.
But they won't let Special Ed on anymore.
No.
Well, that's kind of goes with what's going on here, right?
But meanwhile, they'll put them in the replays. Like the new episode airs like 10:30 on Wednesday night.
And they'll do the rerun?
At 10 o'clock, they'll do the rerun. He's in at 10:20, but at 10:30, there might be a problem.
At 10:30, that's what
10:30, that's like, wow, no, we weren't offended at 10:20.
Now, you did something that we talked about that I fucking loved with your prank calls, okay? Because you were doing that Jerky Boy shit you've been doing that for a really long time. One of my all-time favorites was when you said that you had like 6 months to live and you were trying to sell something to a guy, and you kept this fucking kid on. You remember this one, right?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
you kept this kid on, and he was nice. I felt bad for the kid because he didn't want to say he kept saying like I gotta go, but you were just like, yeah, do you need a keyboard?
I'm like, listen, man, it was called Cancer, the track, by the way. Yeah. I just said, yeah, listen, man, I just found out I got 6 months to live. He's like, oh man, I'm so sorry. You know, he felt bad for me. I go, listen, man, I don't really have any family or anything like that. I'm looking to give my stuff away. I don't know. You need like a microwave or something? He's like, no, man, thanks, but I appreciate it, man. Sorry to hear that. I go, yeah, what about a toaster? I got to the point where I'm walking around my apartment. I'm like, paper towels? I was running out of stuff.
By the 20th time, I fell out of my seat because at one point you're like, do you need a keyboard? Do you need a mouse?
Yeah.
Do you need a lamp? And this kid kept going. What made me cry was he kept going, listen, man, I really got to get back to my job.
I got a jet, man.
I'm so sorry.
I gotta go back.
And you go, how about this? How about that? You fucked with me, which we said it on the last time you were on the Virzi Effect, where you fucked with me, where we were working at Levity, and you said, "Oh, do a great job," but there's a woman that complained, but don't worry, like I told your agent. And
I forgot about that.
And then you had the staff, and I was like a younger comic. I'm like coming up, and I knew that I did a good job, and you had the waiter come in, and the waiter was in on it, and you never fucking broke. So I guess the first thing I wanted to ask, because we all talk about how good you are at this, when was like the prank thing? Like, you know the way when somebody like, all right, you know when you started stand-up, you love stand-up, right. You know when you started it. But do you remember starting like the pranks, the fucking with people, like the prank calls where it just like, let's start. When did that, were you young doing that?
Well, I think before I started doing comedy, because I worked on construction sites. So we just, we're bored all day. So, we go, some guy would be, I remember like this old house we were fixing up and there was no heat in it or whatever. It was an old shitty house. It was like 110 degrees in the middle of July. And my friend was ripping the wallpaper down in the bathroom. And it was brutal in the house. And I took a shit in a bag and I stuck it in the corner because there was stuff all in the bathroom. So he was working, ripping stuff down. He's like, it fucking stinks in here. I come in, I don't smell anything. It's got to be so. He's pulling stuff out of the whole day. He's screaming. I'm upstairs, spackling. I'm dying. And he's
how old are you here?
20.
Okay.
So I worked on construction sites, so we'd always shit in a spackle bucket and put it next to the guy, that's working. He didn't know. We'd try to cover it up with like a newspaper. Oh, yeah, always. It was.
So, yeah.
I did it in my brother was my boss, and one time, I don't know, I was mad. Maybe I was mad. Probably wasn't even mad at him. I shit in a paint can, and I put it in his work van. Like, they had all this shit in a work van, so it was real messy, and I put it in there, and we were driving home. He's like, what the fuck is that smell? And I go, I don't know. He's like, no, what is it? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, did you do something? I go, no, I didn't do it. He pulled over, like, on the Parkway in Jersey, and was ripping things out on the shoulder, and he found the paint can. He goes, that's it, get the fuck out. and he took off and he left me.
He left you?
Yeah, I had to walk like 3 miles on the way home, and he fired me. That was my own brother.
What, now, older or younger?
Older.
Wow. He knew though you did something, right?
Yeah, and then there was another boss. I got 2 times I got fired. They left me in the middle of the road. There was another time I was working this landscaping job, and they had these vinyl seats, and I had bursitis in my arm because I just started jerking off at like 21. And I
wait a minute, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You started the first time you jerked off. You were 21.
Was 21, yeah.
Wow.
I had all this Catholic guilt. I just didn't. I got laid when I was 18, but I never jerked off until I was 21.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
You masturbated for the first time when you were legal to drink.
Yeah, when I was legal to drink, and I felt so bad the next day, like I did in the middle of the night. I was drunk, and I was like, what a loser I am.
You had guilt from it.
Oh, yeah. Major guilt. Like, I used to wear a cross, and if I was going to bang some chick, I'd have to take it off and put it in my shoe.
Oh, so
maybe,
you got the Catholic guilt.
Yeah, so maybe Jesus wouldn't see me if it was stuffed in my shoe.
Wow.
Yeah, it was messed up. It did a number on me.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. So I don't mean to go.
No, that's fine. But so when after I did it once and I felt guilty for like a day, I'm like, this is awesome. I jerked off so much in a week, I had bursitis in my arm, and I had a sling. I swear to God, I had a sling for like a week. I missed like 3 softball games. We were in the playoffs. I was like the star player on a team, and I show up with a sling. Like, what happened? I don't know. Because even the doctor's like, you're overworking this arm. He's like, what's going on with this right arm? I go, I don't know. I don't know. He's like,
you were in a sling. Somebody probably thought you injured from the game.
I know. And I showed up, and the team was so pissed that I couldn't play. I'm like, sorry, man. I messed up my shoulder working. I didn't want to tell him I had bursitis.
Oh God, dude! I don't.
So I had this Bengay, right? And we're on the job site, and I was still, I can mow the lawn with one arm or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and the van is like super hot, and it's those vinyl seats. And my boss at the time wore these little short shorts, like the old NBA guys. Like, you remember the old?
I remember.
Super short.
Yeah,
and it was like 100 degrees in the van. There was no AC. So when he was talking to a customer or whatever, I took the Bengay and I rubbed it all over the driver's seat on the vinyl seat.
Oh my God!
So he pulls away within like 2 minutes. He's like, oh my, what's going on here? What the fuck? What's going on? He goes, what did you do? Like, I didn't do anything. He got out of the van, pulled over, started running around because the friggin' Bengay.
Oh my God.
In his little shorts. He's fucking like he's on fire running around.
What?
And he's like, you put that fucking Bengay, and he fired me right there. I had to walk home. That was like another mile. He said, we didn't talk for like 6 months. We were good friends. He goes, my asshole was burning for 2 weeks. When he finally talked to me 6 months later, I got fired over that too. I had to tell my parents, I go, yeah, I rubbed Bengay on my boss's seat, and he fired me.
So you got fired from doing a lot of this prank shit. Like,
yeah.
Wow. So now it makes sense to turn it into money.
Yeah, exactly. Then I'm like, I might as well make money on this shit.
Did you go to college or no?
I went 2 years, communications.
Yep, that's
with a radio broadcast, doing radio, acting, and all that. So I loved it.
Yeah.
My dad wanted to be an accountant. He was an accountant, so I went to one community college. And one semester, I go, look, I don't like this. There's another college.
Yeah.
I want to go there because I want to do radio, TV, acting, and all that shit. I loved it once I went there.
Oh my God, dude, that is so fucking funny, man. Yeah, dude. So that one I told you. So you and your partner in crime with this shit is Don Jameson.
Yeah, Don.
With also a stand-up, also from Jersey. Both of you from Jersey.
Yeah.
You guys developed a show that was just kind of like an independent thing called Meet the Creeps.
Yeah.
Where you and a cast of people would do shit like this. And we watched one. I told you, dude. We went to the Masters, and it was all of us and some of our friends. Dads were there, and we got this Airbnb like mansion in Georgia. We went to the Masters, and at night we're like, "What are we gonna do?" So let's fucking, get a cigar, have a couple of pops, and we started. Everybody. Some people were on edibles, some people, and we took out the phone. And we watched, because I go, guys, did you see the Florentine's thing where he went into a restaurant and he asked for fresh pepper? And dude, it's available for people to see? Or no?
Yeah, you can rent it wherever, I guess, Amazon Prime or whatever. Meet the Creeps. There's 3 volumes, 1, 2, and 3. It's on volume 1.
So in volume 1, him and this cast of dudes go. Jim Norton. They go into a restaurant, and Jim asks for fresh pepper. When they come with the big wooden fucking. And their plan was to keep their heads down so they don't make eye contact or laugh. And you were just going to continue to ask for pepper, dude. They went through 3 I've never. We were fucking crying. I lost control of myself. The guy's going like this, and he's doing the pepper, and like because when you in a normal restaurant, after about I would say my like under over is I would say about 4 seconds, right? 4 seconds, maybe 5 if you really like pepper. You had the guy just go, and then when it was that time, he goes, and you go, no, keep going. You had them not only go through 1, but 2, then 3, and then they went back to the kitchen and started. Didn't they start having to get other pepper?
Yeah, they started pounding like other pepper and then just putting in bowls, like these little bowls. Because the pepper mills were all out, and we sent the hidden camera guy back there. He was this little guy. I go, go back there, because we heard pounding coming in from the back, the kitchen. I go, see what they're doing back there. He goes, hey, is this the bathroom? And he had the little camera, so they didn't even think he was filming. He goes,
well, he had in a pen.
Yeah, in a pen behind his ear. He goes, this the bath? No, it's the kitchen. He goes, what are you doing? He goes, the guy needs pepper, so and pound it, and they would just come out with a bowl and just dump it on. They didn't even want, because they bought at one point they bought a relief pepper guy because the guy's arm was getting tired, so they bought another guy, and he thought he was he's going 100, and then all of a sudden.
A relief pepper.
They brought a relief pepper guy in after the second one.
I actually couldn't believe how much, and they didn't question because you kept it straight,
anything.
Right?
Yeah, and I didn't want any talking at the table to make it super uncomfortable because you just hear the pepper grinding. So I didn't want conversation going on, and everyone else is just sitting there like nothing's going on. It was 34 minutes I made him put pepper on.
Oh, 34 minutes.
Yeah, because at one point it got so much, you couldn't even see the chicken. I just turned it over. I go, can you start on this side now?
Oh my God! Now, how many restaurants did you have to do?
Just one take.
That was the first restaurant?
That was the first restaurant. It was in Hell's Kitchen. And afterwards, we went up and we got the release. And we go, what were you thinking? I go, hey, I don't know. We just thought this guy likes a lot of pepper. That was it. That's all they said.
Oh my God! So it was perfect.
It was perfect.
And it wasn't a setup. You could tell it wasn't.
Absolutely
not. You could tell
none of our stuff was ever set up.
Yeah, you could tell. And then I saw when you guys went fishing in a Chinatown, just in a regular market.
Yeah, in a regular market. We put our little SpongeBob SquarePants poles.
And you actually threw them in the tanks.
Yeah, in tanks and just started fishing.
And caught one. And
we caught one. I brought it up to the register. It's flopping on the pole.
Yeah, it's so brilliant, and it's so. I said it's like your show. That show to me, it's like if you took Borat and Practical Jokers and mashed it together and made it like R-rated, anything goes, and offends people. That's what it was.
Yeah,
kinda.
I mean, look, so, we did the volume 1, and then Comedy Central liked it. So we started, they had their broadband channel. They were trying to be ahead of the time or whatever. So they go, listen, this content is too edgy for regular Comedy Central. This is 2006, 2007. But we want to start this internet channel, drive traffic there. And if it gets popular, then we'll do a pilot. Maybe it'll be on the regular Comedy Central. So we started doing these 3-minute clips once a week, and it was getting really popular. So then they go, okay, we're going to give you money for a pilot. So shoot a pilot of Meet the Creeps, and we shot it, and then ultimately it got turned down. They were like, it's too mean-spirited. That was the notes back. That was a year when there was 13 pilots shot in New York.
Yeah.
I think Chappelle had one, and not Chappelle, but a bunch of people. None of them got picked up.
Yeah, and the thing is, and from what I saw, it's not mean-spirited. It's just, what it is it's just different than the fun-loving pranks. Because a lot of times when you see prank shows, there's kind of like it almost has like an American Funniest Videos type thing to it.
Right.
Or like Just for Laughs does that gags, where it's like, you guys are like, it's like real shit.
No, exactly. And ours always just fades. There's no reveal at the end. Hey, we got you. Oh, where's the camera? Ours fades to black, and you just go, what the fuck just happened? And that's how I wanted it. I wanted it like that.
If you know what, that show needs to be revisited and come back. The one you also did one where you came out on stage in a wheelchair. And Don Jameson heckled you.
Yeah.
And then you said you think you could do better, and then he got on stage and actually threw the wheelchair off the stage in front of people, right?
Right. And I've landed in the front row on the floor. And this was in Vegas, one of those big Vegas stages. So I just came up at an open mic night on a Monday night. There was a little room in between, like the front row and and the audience. And I would come up, I'm trying this, my first time ever. And they're like, all right. I go, I got a wheelchair. I'm in a wheelchair. I'm paralyzed, but I'm going to do comedy. The crowd's all on my side, and every joke I do, Jameson's heckling me in the crowd. Yeah, you suck. I go, hey, man, I'm just trying. And all the crowd, let him go, leave him alone. And then all of a sudden he goes, I'm funnier than you. And I'm like, fuck off. And that was the key. Fuck off?
Oh, fuck off was for him to come on stage.
Yeah, so Jameson comes up. He goes, oh, really? You think you're funny? And then he just takes the wheelchair with me and throws me off the stage.
Oh, my
I
God,
land on the
dude.
floor right in front of people's feet. The wheelchair is upside down, just laying there. And Jameson grabs the mic. He's like, so how about these penny slots in Vegas? And starts going in the material as I'm laying there.
And people let you just lay there?
They were like, they didn't know what to do. People were like, oh my God, what do we do? Like one was walking, and I'm just like, so help me up. Somebody help me up. And some guy was trying to help me, and James was like, leave him alone. You're interrupting my act. That's pretty rude, sir. He's like, his legs don't work. He's not going anywhere.
Now, were there any ones that you did where you got into altercations with other people? Like where people tried to attack you or Don, or like nothing like that?
No, we pretty much, never had. We had the cops called on us a couple times, and then we just kind of smoothed it over. But nothing where people wanted to fight us or anything.
And then the last one I'll talk about, only because I love it so much and I think it needs to be revisited and made for the world to see, was one where your fiance this is his fiance. He's waiting. He goes to a restaurant to give flowers to his fiance. But before he gets there, she's making out with Don.
Yes.
And she's like kissing Don, and they're all over each other, and the people in the restaurant are seeing this mushy, gushy shit. Then she goes under the table to blow him in the restaurant, and then you come in with flowers saying, has anybody seen my fiance?
Yeah, because she had this fiery red hair. So, she was very noticeable. Yeah, she's giving him like a lap dance. Then she's under the table, and Jameson's sitting back at the table going, like that, and everyone in the restaurant's like, what's going on here? This is, oh my God. And then I walk in, I'm in disguise. I got a mustache and a suit on. I go, hi, excuse me, has anybody seen my fiance? I'm here to meet her. She's got red hair. Anybody? And they don't know what to do. They're like, I go, hey, anybody seen her? No, she's got this real long red hair. I'm supposed to meet her here, and we're getting married in a couple weeks. Anybody? And then all of a sudden, she comes. I'm standing like right here. She comes crawling from out under the table.
And what did you say?
I'm like, what's going on here? I was like, sorry, she was hot or something like that. And then I started yelling at the people. I go, and she goes, I'm going outside. And I'm like, why didn't you people tell me? You guys wouldn't tell me she was under there? Yeah, so I put it all on the people in the restaurant.
And there's never, and the other thing with the shows, there's never a reveal.
No.
Like there's never. It's just, it ends.
Just ends.
It ends with the uncomfortableness. That's
we did another one where, those fake beer bottles they use in movies, like a Budweiser bottle, and if you smash it, it sounds just like a beer bottle, but it doesn't hurt at all. It's like it's made out of sugar, so you don't even feel it when someone smashes on your head.
Right, but it sounds like glass.
It sounds exactly like a broken beer bottle. So we're at the same restaurant, a different one. Me, Jameson, and this girl, and I go, excuse me, everyone, and I go, can everyone just focus here for a second? And I propose to her in the restaurant, and she goes, and everyone's like, oh, I go, I like this mushy speech.
Yeah.
And I got the beer bottle on the table, and she goes, no. I'm like, what do you mean no? And we get great reactions, like, oh my God. It's like, no, you made me wait. We're getting this argument. I go, yeah, but I thought you wanted to marry me. Not anymore. No. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. She goes, no, just stop it. And I go, stop. And I take the bottle, I smash it over her head.
And nobody wanted to fight you?
No. And then she's like, oh, like that. And she has her head down, and she's just at the table. I go, you know what? I'm going outside. And I walk out, and everyone's like, oh, my God. One guy comes over. He goes, are you okay? And Don's like, yeah, I'm fine. Because he's sitting next to me. Yeah, and then he asks the girl, she's crying. He's like, hey, can I have your salad if you're not going to eat it?
Oh, dude, it's the best. It's the absolute best. And you have another album, right?
Yeah, with the Prank Calls, Terrorizing Telemarketers, Volume 7.
Volume 7.
It's coming out September 16th.
Oh, yeah, dude. You guys, it's I was actually talking to Club Soda Kenny about it, and he was like, they just did another one, Kenny's the best.
I know.
But you said the last call is 18 minutes?
Yeah, 18 minutes.
I mean, guys, think about that for a second. How is this not the GOAT of this? He fucking has a prank phone call that is 18 minutes long. I mean, nobody. And I actually tried to figure out why you can do it, and you commit, dude. Like, it reminds me of like when Will Ferrell was on SNL, and when he would just like, that one sketch where he's like, I will be talked to with respect, and I drive a Dodge Stratus. Like, remember I was saying all this?
Right,
and he just never the most. And when you do a prank, and I noticed when you did it to me, because I was a victim of it at Levity, you don't, like, you almost get serious about it. You get, like, in a different way.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
somebody, because I did a prank, and actually you'll like this because I'm telling you is cool. I did a prank call once, and it was one of the best ones that I ever did. And it was, I called I was in Myrtle Beach, and I called an escort service, and the guy answered, and I said, I changed my voice, and I said, I said that I was into certain things though that I don't know if she'll be into. I said, I'm really big on baseball, so would she sing the national anthem in the living room before everything?
Right.
And he goes, hold on. And he comes back and she goes, she's all right, she'll do it. And I go, and she's got to be in pink or red pumps. She's got to be in pink or red pumps, and she's got to sing the national anthem. We might even watch some baseball. And he's coming back and forth, and it just got crazy. And then finally at the end, he goes, you little fuck. He knew, but yeah. And it was just, but it's so fun. And when I listen to yours, that can go so long, dude. It's really fucking great.
No, you just go out and look. Why would I mess with you? I'm trying to get an escort. You know what I mean? I just like different things. I'm not messing with you. Why would I waste my time or your time? That's
right.
how I would play it. I'm like, you know, so you always give them that. Because a lot of times we get called out. Like, I'll cut it out probably of the call, but the guy's like, this is a prank call. I go, no. I go, I'm not why would I waste my time on the phone? I got better things to do. I'm just trying to get the information from you. I'm trying to get the information. So they go, all right, this guy's an idiot. But he's on the phone, so maybe I'll buy something. Because they just had 10 people in a row going, fuck off, don't ever call. You put me on the do not call list. How'd you get my number? So they're like, oh shit, I got a guy. Even though this is weird, whatever's going on. But
now, did you ever? Because I know they're from Jersey too. Did you ever meet or have a run-in with the Jerky Boys ever?
I met Kamal later on after we started doing Crank Anchors because he was friends with Artie Lang.
Wait a minute, and he would be at the Cellar sometimes because I saw him at the Cellar.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't do it anymore?
No, they broke up.
Are they friends anymore or no?
No, they couldn't get along. Two guys making prank calls. Like, even if me and Jameson get in the fight, we'll just do it at our separate houses.
Yeah, you would think that.
No, I know, but maybe it was over some money. I don't know. Who knows? But they,
yeah. Because they made movie
they made a movie and they did a few albums. I think the one guy, the other one, Johnny or whatever, just put a solo album out like 2 years ago.
Yeah, he had a great his selling cars one was one of the funniest ones.
Yeah.
You know
and I wasn't even a big prank phone call fan. I just did it because I was bored. You know, I was living with Jim Norton at the time in this disgusting place in Jersey. And I was just, I had a set at like 9 o'clock at night, so I had nothing to do when I woke up at like 11. So when telemarketers call, I would just be on the phone. I'm like, let's see if I can keep this guy on the phone for an hour. Fuck, I got nothing else going on. And I would just keep going and going and going. Yeah. And then Jameson was a big prank phone call fan. He goes, dude, put me on three-way. I want to hear this. This sounds funny. And he listened to one. He goes, dude, you're onto something. You got to start recording these. I go, these are funny? I go, they're funny to me.
Yeah,
I didn't know they were. And then when I took, I cut up a couple, and I played it for my grandmother, who was 74 at the time, and my nephew, who was 10, and I saw them both laugh, and I go, if I can make a 10-year-old and a 74-year-old laugh at the same thing, I'm on to something.
You're on to something, yeah. And like you said,
there's no cursing.
And you have, like you said, you have that radio voice where you were going to go into communications. You were in communications for a radio voice, so you also don't sound like somebody that's fucking around. You sound like if you called up to ask about insurance or to ask about purchasing something, it sounds like a man really trying to ask for that.
Yeah.
But then it's this fucking unbelievable, goofy, hilarious thing. I think you told the story because
Wait, by the way, I just got you the other night. We're outside the stand, and some little girl comes. She goes, hey, would you buy some chocolate for me for something? And you're like, I don't really like chocolate, but I'll give you a donation. I'm like, what do you mean you don't like chocolate?
Oh, you did. He did.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
who doesn't like chocolate?
Who doesn't like,
and the girl's, I'm like, I'm sorry for my friend. I go, how do you not like, come on. Just tell her you like chocolate. Why would you lie to her?
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, what the fuck was a 13? It was literally a 13-year-old little girl walked up with a box of like those the sleeve Oreos. And she just goes, "Can I?" And I go, "Oh no, I'm not. I don't like." And Jim just goes, "What do you mean? How could he not?
How can he not like chocolate? I'm sorry, my friend's lying to you. Everybody likes chocolate.
Oh no, we were. Friend. I do the obviously I do the Virzi effect, but I do anything better that I co-host with Bill Burr, and we agree. There's nobody that keeps it straighter than you. I think you told a story about when Dice went to the Comedy Store, and you and Jim went up and actually did The Day the Laughter Died in front of him. I think you told that story last last time you heard, but you also told me another story. Let's see where we are on time here. Okay, how we go? Are we good, Mike? Yeah. So
one other one I used to always do, like when a homeless guy would come up and go, "Hey man, you got any change?" Like if I'm standing with you, I'm like, "Sorry, I don't have any." I go, "My friend does," and he's like, "So," and you'll be like, "Nah, I don't have any." I go, "Dude, you just got friggin' you just got $20 worth of quarters for laundry. Just give him a few." So my friend, you just tell me how you got $20 for quarters. Just give him a couple quarters.
No, Florentine is so silly. The one thing that you did that I didn't see you do, but Voss did it, was where you ask people for the time off the street.
Yeah,
so
walking
they're walking.
by 'em.
So they're walking, and this is New York City. So they're walking fast paced. They got to get somewhere. He goes, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Can you just tell me what time it is? And then as soon as they lift up, you just march off and you keep walking.
Just keep walking.
Dude, Voss did that in front of the old stand.
Right.
And the way the guy looked, and then he marched fast.
Yeah.
I fucking ducked into the convenience store crying, laughing. It's so fucking silly and fun. But you told me a story that this is an epic story. Okay, and this is, I'm definitely, I like all music, but pretty much, actually, people are starting to try to talk me into it, but the only music that I really just could never get into, and sorry to any fans listening to this that like it, but I just could never get into country. I could never get into like full-on country. I get that some people are like, no, you gotta listen to this Chris Stapleton guy, or this guy's got, and I could see how like sitting around, the older you get, like you're older, you're sitting up in a fucking house, and you're going fishing and that shit's on. I could see that I could actually see how it's relaxing and good. But I like, I listen to anything from like, dude, I listen to Eminem, Jay-Z, also Stevie Wonder and Phil Collins. I listen to it all, right? And I started listening to hip hop in probably around like 92, 93. And it was when Snoop and all those guys in the big, boom thing of it. And then I became a big Eminem fan. And I was probably in my mid-20s when he was like, early mid-20s when he was just like exploding with the Slim Shady LP and all that. And then me and you were talking at one of the comedy clubs when we met. By the way, and I want to say this, and I know it's hard for comedians to take shit like this, but remember MySpace?
Yeah.
You remember MySpace, right?
Yeah.
MySpace, you couldn't really obviously have video stuff, but you had you were able to blog where you wrote things. And I wrote the nicest, best people I've met in comedy up to this point, and it was you, Artie Lang, Bob Saget, oh God, I forgot who the other, and a couple of other people. But I remember like when I would talk to you, be like, because you were an established guy, you've been doing stand up for a long time, you're doing this, and like you always remember those guys that are nice, right? Because you especially remember the people that are fucking assholes. Like if you were an asshole to a young comic, or like especially to me, it's like that sticks with you. If somebody's nice, and you were always great. And I remember talking to you one time, and you told me, you go, hey dude, like Eminem is a fan of mine, and he liked the special ed thing. And then you tell me this amazing story about how you went to Detroit, you met him, and then tell about the party. Just tell that story if you don't mind. Do you know the story I'm talking about?
Which his birthday party?
When you had a party, and then you kind of were like, "This is not a place to."
Oh yeah. So anyway, so he was a big fan of Crank Yankers. We found that after like season 1. And then like we heard these rumors, and no one was really watching the show. We didn't know if it was going to get picked up. And then all of a sudden, we're like, he went on the MTV Movie Awards, I guess for 8 Mile, and he won an award. And he was like, and he just did an impression of Special Ed, the character I do, and no one knew what it was because it was barely.
Wait, this is before you did anything with him.
This is before I did anything with him. I'm at home watching the movie awards.
So he just goes up, wins an award for 8 Mile, and does it.
Just Special Ed the whole time, like some bit that I did on there about calling a record store asking for a song, and he was just doing what I just made up, and the whole audience has no idea what's going on. Even the commentators, like Entertainment Tonight's like, was Eminem just doing that joke for like a personal friend or something? What, I don't even know what he was doing up there.
Wow.
So I see this, I'm like, holy shit! Like the next day, his manager Paul Rosenberg says, hey, Eminem wants to be on that show. He wants to do prank calls. It's his favorite show. He watched it with his 2 daughters, I guess the one he adopted or whatever, and he wants to be a character, and he wants to do calls to the guy who does Bobby Fletcher in Special Ed.
What?
He's got a few days. He wants him to come to Eminem's Detroit studio.
Are you serious?
I swear to God. So within like 4 days, I'm fucking flying to Detroit to go to his studio to record prank phone calls.
Dude, not only does he love the show, but specifically your 2 characters.
Yeah, there he goes. He wants to do calls with that guy.
Oh my God, dude. So you fly out to Detroit?
Yeah, so I go to Detroit, which by the way, Comedy Central wanted to book me on a connecting flight. I'm like, you can't And it was, I had to fly out like that day. I'm like, you can't just book me on a direct flight. I'm going to fucking make calls with Eminem. And I got to fucking.
You got to stop in Arkansas.
I got a 2-hour layover in Atlanta to go to fucking Detroit. You can't put me on a direct flight. I was fighting with it. I go, I'm not a diva, but let me get there. I don't want to be stuck.
That's ridiculous.
I swear to God.
That's ridiculous. Okay.
So I go there, and we're in the studio, and he's not there yet. And we're like, all right, we're just messing up, you know.
You went with somebody?
Yeah, well, Jimmy Kimmel came because it was Kimmel's show. Kimmel and Carolla came from L.A.
Oh, right.
And a couple of the writers and stuff like that.
Jimmy Kimmel created the show?
Jimmy and Adam did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they obviously came. So we're just hanging out in there. All of a sudden, I see Eminem through the glass. You know, I'm in the recording part, and I see him in the glass. I'm like, oh, man. I'm looking at this guy. I go, holy shit, there he is. I go, all right, just be normal. I go, so if I piss this guy off, he's going to write a whole album about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At that point, he was like, and then he walks in, and he's like, hey, man, what's up? I go, what's going on? He's like, I can't believe I'm in the room with the guy that does special ed. Like, yeah, likewise, man. I can't believe I'm a big fan of yours. He goes, no, man, you got to understand. Well, how did you do this call? For like an hour, he had me in the corner. Now, this call you didn't have to tell him more. He knew every one of my calls. Like in this one,
he's super detailed and smart, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he was like on that. Remember that one you did? You told the guy you had AIDS and he must have fucked you in the ass. He goes, so what happened afterwards? Oh yeah, he was out of his mind. So
that's sick.
So then all of a sudden we just start, all right, we're just gonna riff. Here's an idea and let's just make some calls. So we did about 7 or 8. Like 4 of them made the show. We went to dinner with him afterwards. And then like 3 months later, the music awards are coming around, the MTV Music Awards, and they go, look, Eminem wants to do this bit where he beats up Special Ed, because the year before, I guess, Triumph the Insult Dog messed with Eminem, and it was a big thing. He got really pissed off, so the bit was, hey, he's got a new puppet, he went to puppet therapy, and I'm under the podium, Eminem's right there at the Music Awards. And
so you're under the podium
doing the voice, and they got a big podium to fit me, and the puppet guy's under it too, and I'm doing the voice, and Eminem's right there. We had to rehearse all that shit, and then so we're on the Music Awards doing. I wasn't actually on TV, but I was doing the voice, and he beats the puppet up at the. I
remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that. He's up there at the podium, and then Special Ed's next to him.
Yeah,
and they're together.
Yeah, he pops up. I want to bring my friend Special Ed. He's whatever, and I just start going crazy, and I annoy the shit out of him, and he just beats me up.
And it killed, right?
It killed. And then he introduced 50 Cent or whatever he was going to introduce.
That's fucking amazing.
So then cut to Paul Rosenberg, his manager, goes, hey, listen, I want to hire you for Eminem's birthday party in Detroit. He's having it at this club. He goes, go do stand-up. You can roast him and do some stand-up. I go, all right. He goes, how much you want? I go, I don't want anything. You guys help me out. Don't worry about it. He goes, all right. So I go to Detroit. I'm in this like sleazy rock club or whatever. And they're just up there like playing hip-hop. Biz Markie was there. And they're all just riffing up there. And I'm in there. I'm like, I don't want to fucking go up.
Well, no, it's also not conducive to comedy at all.
No, and not at all.
And it's especially when you go to like a rap venue or there's something with rap, there's literally, it's like that Steve Harvey joke. He goes, there's 40 guys on stage. They're running around like it's just chaotic. There's
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I'm going to go up there and tell jokes.
Yeah.
I had a few Eminem. I was going to rip on him. I forget what I was going to say, but I was basically going to do like a 20-minute set.
So you were just going to roast him pretty much.
Roast him and then do some stand-up. Do some stand-up and roast him. I think it'll be good to have a comic on the show. So Paul's like an hour in. He goes, when do you want to go on?
It's always the worst. It's always the worst fucking idea for that. It was horrible. For that.
It was horrible. Yeah. I go, you know what? Wait a little while. I go, nah, everyone's having a good time. We'll figure it out. Meanwhile, I remember it was game. You're a big Yankee fan. When fucking Aaron Boone hit the home run. It was that night. It was that night because I had a little TV with me because there was no TV in the place. Kid Rock was sitting next to me. We're watching the game on my little TV.
Yeah, that's Game 703.
Okay, that's when it was.
That's Game 703. I was watching that in a bar. Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
I had a little TV, and Kid Rock's like, you got the game? I go, yeah, I got it right here. Where fucking Kid Rock had a 12-pack. It was fucking great. I'm drinking fucking from his 12-pack. It was great.
That's fucking great.
So then Paul comes up to me like an hour later. Goes, what do you think? And I go, yeah, no, a little longer, a little later, man. It's fine. And I'm like, hey, fuck it. I'm not charging him. So. And then by the end of the night, like everything was crazy. They're bringing Paul up there and all this shit. And then all of a sudden, it was the end of the night. Paul's like, "What the fuck happened, man?" I go, I wanted to go up, but then you guys are doing this, and then this was going on. Yeah. I'm like, thank God. And then Eminem's like, so you're gonna go up there and roast me? I'm like, yeah. He goes, what were you gonna say? I go, I don't know. I go, I'm saving it. He goes, saving it for what? He goes, tell me what you're gonna say. I go, I'm not telling you. He's like, that's fucked up, man. I'll go get you next time. He's like, you motherfucker. So I hid from basically his manager the whole night just so I didn't go on because I would have bombed. It would have been ugly.
Well, here's the thing about those things is like, if it's one of those things where you didn't take money, so it doesn't matter. But I remember I got a gig offer last December, right? Last December, they were like, but they're going to give you, and I'll tell the crowd, I don't care. They're going to give you $10,000. You got to go up for 10 grand, and you just got to, and I'm like, all right, you know what? Fucking great money. Let's go. I go up there, okay? Host goes on. I don't want to mention her name, but they treated her horrible. You want to know why? Because all the companies and everybody.
Was it a private corporate gig?
It was a corporate gig,
Right.
but all the companies that traveled that were associated with that gig, it was like a scrap metal type fucking business.
Right.
And they are all talking like it's a wedding reception. And they're all talking at an open bar. And all of a sudden, all right, now, then they gave a Lifetime Achievement Award to like the fucking goat of that fucking, right? And there's he's sitting up there. He's got all this money. He's with his family. They're giving awards out. They give this guy a Lifetime Achievement. Then all of a sudden, when that's done, people start talking. And they go, all right, we got some comedy. And she goes up to host and they show no respect. I'm like, well, you know what? I'm closing. Maybe they'll, I go up. And they're talking, people are walking, and I had to I started going at the guy who won the Lifetime Achievement Award, started just doing anything I could. It was literally.
How much time did you have to do up there?
They wanted me to do between like 30 and 45.
Okay, right.
And when I tell you, I mean, it was like a relief pitcher that fucking just had to get through innings.
Right.
I mean, I threw everything I had. I threw every fucking thing, pitches I didn't have. And the guy, got so bad that the guy goes, because I'm like starting to I wanted to really roast some of these people. You fucking disrespectful. Like, this is, and he goes, hey, Paul, man, the guy that booked me during the show while I'm on stage,
Right.
he's sitting with his family. He goes, hey, man, do what you got to do because this is not. You're right. Like, this is not cool.
Right.
And I'm up there and I get through it and I get my 10 grand and you know something? I should have gotten paid fucking 30 for that shit.
Yeah.
Because of what it was. So it's like, and I think the older you get in comedy too, like when you're younger, you get this thing where you're like, I gotta do everything and I gotta fucking, and I'll do this and I'll stand on a subway platform and I don't care. Then it's like you realize you're like, no, this is not okay. This is a mental illness to do that.
I know.
It's so like the fact that you're in a place and you're at a fucking venue, a rock club where it's basically a hip hop birthday party with Biz Markie, rest his soul, beatboxing up there, and everybody else is running around. You're in Detroit, you're doing all this stuff, and then it's like now you're gonna go up and start shitting on the guy that in a place where you shouldn't do it. But that's epic, dude.
I know, and thank God I got out of it because I'm telling you, every time you come up to me like every hour, what do you think about now? What do you think? I'm like, yeah, a little bit later, man. It's not right.
I bet you know you were probably thinking at one point you had to be thinking, dude, I should have taken some money for this.
No, I rather not to go off.
You're right because there's no obligation, right?
Yeah, if he said, "Listen, I'll give you $5,000, just take it," then I'd be like, "All right, I got to go off." So I didn't want the $5,000. I didn't want to embarrass myself that much.
Yeah.
Because I would have, no question.
And you've been doing stand up for how long you been doing stand up now?
31 years.
31 years, dude. That's fucking amazing.
Maybe 32, I don't know, but yeah.
That's fucking.
So I like it more than I liked it ever. So I love it.
Yeah, I think one thing that happens with stand up is I was talking to somebody and I go, dude, I just say it now, and it's almost like I'm at this point where, because when you're coming up, you're afraid to have people not like you, right?
Yeah.
When you're on stage and you're afraid, like and we all don't want a joke to not do well, or an idea that we had or a bit not do well. But now it's to the point, like I was at the stand the other night and they fucking hated me. You were there. I told you after. Like downstairs is like this amazing room, and it's fucking, and I'm having a great time. I got fans there. I go upstairs and it's 25-year-old. Overly super liberal 25-year-old white women.
Yeah.
And I did an abortion joke and they were sitting with a gay dude and they were sitting with the whole thing and I did a joke, and when I tell you like didn't like me from the gate, I've never, they just arms crossed, and my mind now the scared newer comic would go, all right, well, let me win this back.
Let me try to get him back,
or I'll do a joke about my daughter or wife. It's like I just was like, yeah, let's go.
No, exactly.
Let's fucking go.
If I'm going down, I'm going down in flames.
That's
the way I look at it too.
Oh, I started talking about Trump running again for anything, any topic that could just get them. And then I would do some other stuff to see. Then I wanted to see like who was a real fan or who was real offended. So then I'll do a joke that's like a universal joke that everyone likes, and like you'd get like a smile, and I'd be like, all right, maybe she's cool, but they just couldn't handle it. And then they were in the bathroom saying that they're going to stay in Brooklyn from now on. And we should just stay in. Like I heard they were going, these like anti-feminists, which is so ridiculous. I have a daughter, I'm married. Like it's so fucking ridiculous. Let's just stay in Brooklyn and stuff like that. But the point I'm trying to get is when you get to a certain point where somebody goes, you're free now. you're free now. And I was like, yeah. Like when you're just on stage, it's like, you know, you're free.
Absolutely.
You just, you know, and that's why, like, you're at a point now, 31 years. It's like you've done everything from, I mean, I stood on soda crates in Jersey while people are eating with TVs on in bars, in pubs, to now. And once you do all that and you get a little bit bulletproof, at least, you're like, all right, let's go. You know, no one's full bulletproof, but you know what I mean.
No, absolutely. And it's like once you build up enough audience where you can make a good living, it's like just play to them. Who gives a fuck? And they know what to expect. And I'm not trying to win everybody over. I never tried. I always said if I'm going to try to just be middle of the road comic, you know, get on TV, write an act for fucking Letterman, I'm going to be just fall right in the fucking middle. A few of those guys will make it. I'd rather stick out and be edgy and dirty. I might not make as much money, but I don't care. I still do shit that I think is funny.
You want to do it.
And if I don't think it's funny, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. I'm not going to cater. I've never catered to the industry or anything.
Yeah, and you were one of the guys that, like, I think one thing that me and you connected on when we performed at Mohegan's Sun was because I got off stage talking about my son, and I think your son was like 8 months or 10 months old at the time. Right. And we but you know, you can be a family guy, but still fucking do the shit. Like, you're just not going to change your...
Oh, yeah.
You'll do jokes about family, but it's not going to change, like sensitivity on stage, at least...
No, not at all. I always thought that, like, I remember...
People have that misconception, I feel like.
I remember Dennis Leary's second special, No Cure for Cancer. I always liked it. I didn't know the jokes might have been done before or whatever, but I just thought I loved the attitude of it. And then his second one he did, like, years later, he was talking about his kids and a peanut butter sandwich stuck in the VCR. I'm like, ugh. Me before having kids, I'm like, I don't want to hear this. So I always knew if I was going to talk about my kids on stage, at least make it really interesting.
Right.
You know, because make it edgy or interesting or something, or to take a different angle.
I think one of the best things to do about doing family material is, it's like you said, everybody can do the joke about, you know, changing diapers and gross things like that, because that's just it. But if it's about you, like I closed my special with the first time that my son challenged me in basketball, and he fucking got, like, he scored on me. He got really upset because he was fucking with his sister, and I said, you want to play with her like that? Play with me. And then he scored on me, and it's just, but it's real, and everybody connected with it because it's not bullshit.
Yeah.
That's the difference of, if you're gonna do family shit and you're gonna talk about material like that, don't do the, okay, everybody, like, yeah, you have kids, we get it.
Yeah,
you have kids and they throw up and they shit and then they do this, they piss their pants. No. But if it's your life and it's shit that you're only like that your son, you know, like, you know, like when you told me that story about how he was playing catch with Tua and it could have been over. You're like, no, dude, fucking, you're getting your money's worth. Go out, go. He wants not. But like, that's something that I would be interested in, because that's like you and him and a special moment there.
Yeah.
You know, and finding the funny in that than some other easy shit.
No, I remember because one time he wanted to go on stage. He was like 6 years old at the Stress Factory. He goes, I want to tell some jokes.
Oh, wait, does he do stand-up?
He did, but he stopped. He hasn't done it in a while.
Okay.
You know, he's into basketball and his friends, so I don't want to push it on him.
Yeah.
I always think, do I want him to have this fucking lonely life of being at a Holiday Inn off the fucking highway in, you know, Austin, Texas for 4 nights, and his friends are having a good time.
Telling jokes in a conference room at a Hilton.
Right, and then his friends are all hanging out, and, you know, they grew up with, because I'm like, do I really want to push this life on him?
Because the road to break through that is just to think of the person you love.
It's still even, you know, it's still, you miss kids, you know, your shit's kids when you know, his sports and stuff when you're on the road. It sucks,
you know.
It
sucks,
But, no, but so he went on like the first night, and he did like 2 jokes, and then he couldn't remember them. And then after the show, like, he panicked on stage. You know, of course, there was like 300 people there. And then in the green room, he starts yelling. I go, what happened out there? Because you stole my jokes. He was crying. I go, what are you? He goes, that was my Applebee's joke. I go, no, it wasn't. It's mine. No, it was mine. And you did it. And then I didn't know what to do. Like, he already knew. Then I didn't know what to do because I did a little material. And then I brought him up. He goes, so I didn't know what to do. And the whole way home, he was mad at me. He wouldn't talk to me. He's in his car seat in the back. He's 6 years old and there's complete silence in the car. I'm like, I don't fucking need this. This is like relationship shit. Fucking complete silence on the way home.
He's in a car seat.
Yeah, he was in his car seat. He's fucking 6 years old and he's mad at me and there's silence in the car. I'm not.
Yeah.
At least I get laid out of this situation if I'm going to deal with this fucking shit. He's telling me I stole his joke, so we're arguing. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. That was my Applebee's joke.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so I would tell that story on stage because that's personal to me. So that's the angle I'm going to take.
That's the thing, and that will never be. Oh, here we go.
No other comic can steal that.
No, no other comic could take my son and me playing one-on-one basketball and him doing that and saying what he did. Like, that's the difference. Dude, dude, I could talk to you forever. You're one of my favorites. So fucking. One of my favorite jokes you have is when we were when you started to talk about your you started to because I didn't see you do too much stand-up, but then at the old stand I saw you do a lot, and when you were talking about, you know, the divorce was amazing, and all the things that you went through with that. But I love the joke where you go, or you said the waiter comes up and the waiter goes, "Hey, have you dined with us before? Have you been with, like, you know, the
oh yeah
where they come up and they were like, because
yeah,
you know,
have you been here before?
Yeah, and you were just like, why? What's gonna happen?
Yeah,
are we gonna? What are we gonna eat in the bathroom?
Yeah, I go, what's gonna happen?
We do things different here.
Yeah, what do you do different here? There's a menu and there's a fucking kitchen. Some guy's probably cooking back there. What else? Yeah.
That stuck with me because I remember when Outback's first opened, Outback Steakhouse, like when they were like, everyone was like, dude, did you get the bloomin' onion? It was like right after, it was probably late 90s.
Right.
But they came over like, is this your first time with us? Well, listen, things here are a little, and then listening to your demeanor do that was fucking great.
I still do it when they go, I'm out to dinner with people, like, have you been here before? I go, yeah, I came in once to use the bathroom. And then I just fucking, and there's silence. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I had to go really bad, and I just stopped off to go in there.
Nobody's better than Jim Florentine. Anything coming up? What, you want to play anything?
Well, yeah, the Prank Call album, September 16th, Terrorizing Telemarketers, Volume 7.
Volume 7, Terrorizing Telemarketers.
If you hate telemarketers, me and Don James and fuck with them. My new stand-up special is Bite the Bullet. It's on mycomedystore.com. Amazon Prime turned it down. I've had like 5 specials on there.
They took it down.
They didn't accept it. It's called Bite the Bullet. They said because the title is violent.
The Bite the Bullet is too violent.
The title is violent, and then they said some of the material is questionable too.
So what does that tell you, people? Go check that out. Bite the Bullet on, was it My Comedy Store?
Yeah, mycomedystore.com. All the shit's on my website.
And September 16th, Terrorizing Telemarketers, Volume 7, guys. I will be at, where the hell am I going? Soul Joel's, September 17th, doing one show. Guys, thank you so much. My first show in London sold out at 21 Soho. I'm doing a second show October 8th. So the sold out show is the 7th, then October 8th, I will be at 21 Soho. Tickets are on sale now for that. I'll be at the DC Improv October 19th, and I'll be at the Philadelphia Punchline October 20th. All tickets for all shows are available at paulvirzi.com. This has been 550 with the amazing Jim Florentine. Jim will be back, always coming back on the show. And until then, we're out of here. Thanks for listening.